destroys it.
Yeah, it really does. All right, so we have Jack Kitchen on the right side of your screen, and he's playing the Painter deck. All right, Painter Servant, he's got Blood Moon, he's got Grindstone, Imperial Painter. That's his deck. And his opponent?
Well, his opponent looks like he's running a pretty standard Esper Stoneblade. Yep.
Yeah.
So 4 Stoneforge Mystic, of course, Jace's Forces, Lingering Souls with Intuition. This actually looks like really close to Tom Martell's Grand Prix winning deck.
All right.
Grand Prix Indianapolis.
Now, how many basic lands does Eric have? Because I'm really impressed with the 4 Blood Moons and the 1 Magus of the Moon that Jack is running.
He has kind of a lot, actually. He has 2 islands, 2 plains, 1 swamp, and a bunch of fetch lands to go find them.
Okay.
8 fetch lands.
Well, I still think the Blood Moons are pretty good, important in this matchup, and we'll see what happens. So it looks like Jack must have mulliganed, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, he has 7. All right.
So Jack led off with a Goblin Welder.
Yeah. A pretty good hand. Goblin Welder in play already.
That's a very good hand.
Phyrexian Revoker, Pyroblast.
And the Imperial Recruiter to go find the Painter.
Exactly. What do you think the Stossies will take it down?
Oh, it really depends on the rest of Eric's hand.
I can see him taking... What do you think?
If he wants to go to maximum... Well, if he wants to slow down Jack, he'll take the Imperial Recruiter.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine, yeah.
If he had a Stoneforge, he might take the Revoker.
Sure. All right. All right, and there's a second mounter from Jack. He'll just attack for 1 with the Goblin Welder. He can't really use it yet. And there's a Phyrexian Revoker.
Nothing's more embarrassing than dying to this anemic beatdown.
So what do you think the Revoker's going to name here?
Stoneforge.
Stoneforge?
No doubt about it.
Yeah, no Jace the Mind Sculptor?
He could name Jace the Mind Sculptor, but on turn 2, I don't think he's as worried about that.
Okay.
Especially since he has 3 power on the board to just attack the Jace.
Sure, yeah. We'll get confirmation in a second on what he named, but most likely Stoneforge Mystic seems like the most reasonable choice.
And there is the
Stoneforge Mystic.
That'll probably go fetch a Jite. Since Stoneforge can't vial in the Batterskull, this is the next best option.
Sure. Okay, yes. It confirmed that it was a Stoneforge Mystic. It looks like he's bringing up a sword to the top of his deck.
Okay, the sword's good too.
Yeah.
I think I would want a Jite more than a sword, though.
You think so?
Yeah, just because it costs 1 less mana total, and also it'll be able to kill a Goblin Welder on command, maybe in response to a Lightning Greave.
After board, what options does he have to actually go search up? 1 Jite, 1 sword.
Yep, he has a Feast of Famine, he has a Fire and Ice, he has a Jite, and he has...
Ooh, there it is, the Blood Moon.
Wow. Okay, well that might be a moot point if that sword gets to connect.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So Jack plays the City of Traders and Blood Moon. Now, Blood Moon makes all non-basic lands into mountains.
Including that City of Traders.
Yeah, and it looks like Eric has a hand of Tundra, Floodistrands. So he can only play artifact spells as of right now.
Yeah, now if Jack can deal with that sort of Fire and Ice, Eric is in really bad shape.
Yeah,
he has
really
no basics.
Yeah, this is why I really, really like Blood Moon.
It can often catch an opponent with their pants down.
Yeah, and it's just game over. The last Legacy event I played Sneak a Show with Blood Moon, and it was really good. So Jack's debating on what he could really do right now. Yeah, now once that sword becomes equipped, that Goblin Welder cannot block it. Only the Phyrexian Revoker can block it.
Right, now if Jack has, well, Jack's only real play is to cast the Phyrexian Metamorph, copy the Sword of Fire and Ice. That's all he can do.
I think he should copy the Phyrexian Revoker.
And name Sword of Fire and Ice?
And name Sword of Fire Ice.
Yeah, that's fine.
He just can't equip. Ooh, there's the Force of Will. Okay. And I think Jack is going to bring this Phyrexian Revoker back.
Yep, I think he has to.
Yep.
And Sword of Fire and Ice is really the only thing he can copy. He can't copy the Revoker because it's not in play anymore.
Sure. So what do you think he's going to do? He's going to copy the Goblin Welder. Okay, that's fine. That makes some sense.
Yeah. Next turn he'll be able to weld out the Metamorph into the Revoker if Eric makes the mistake of not killing the Metamorph.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so Eric equips to a Stoneforge Mystic. He'll draw a card off the Ice card.
Yep, and Jack will fall to 15.
Exactly. Let's see what Eric shoots.
And Eric has to shoot this Metamorph here. If he doesn't, the Still an Artifact clause is going to play a big part.
Exactly. And he shoots the Goblin Welder. Why would you shoot the Goblin Welder?
Big punts. Big punts from Eric Pigeon.
Oh, well, I don't understand. Why?
No, there's no reason to. I think he probably just forgot that the Metamorph is still an artifact.
Ooh, was that a Grindstone?
I think it might have been.
That was a Grindstone.
Wow.
What else? Oh, another grindstone. Okay. We'll see what happens here. Eric draws. Oh, there's a basic plains. That's going to be important because he has a sword, Swords to Plowshare in hand.
Yeah, he does. That's a great draw. Even better than Island here.
Yeah, definitely. All right, we'll see what happens.
Now, for those of you on Twitter wondering about the barking dogs in the background, we're sharing the convention hall with a dog show.
Actually, one dog ran and ate somebody's legacy deck.
Yeah, it was tragic.
That didn't really happen. All right, so Stoneforge Mystic coming in. Jack's thinking, what does he want to do? That Phyrexian Metamorph is really a Goblin Welder, but it is still an artifact.
It is. So it can weld itself in and out. It can weld the grindstone in and out. A lot of benefits to it being an artifact there.
Yeah. We'll see what happens here. Now, Jack, you might think, hey, he's playing Blood Moon, he's playing Magus of the Moon. That's because it doesn't really affect him negatively.
Right. It actually helps him with the Ancient Tombs and the
Exactly.
Slave Traders.
Yeah. I mean, he's buying 8 basic mountains. So.
Right. So Eric, or rather Jack's going to weld in the Revoker. Not sure what the Revoker name, but we'll find out for you.
We will find out for you. And now that Metamorph should be in the graveyard. Okay, now it's in the graveyard, sure. Okay. And there's the plains. Yeah, he welded out one of the grindstones. I just thought the Fire and Ice resolved already.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he didn't weld out the Metamorph itself.
Yeah, because he could just wait until he chooses the target.
Right. So Faithless Looting from Jack. He's trying to find an Imperial or a Painter itself.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how he could get out of this jam. He is up a game, so... But this game, even though the Blood Moon came down, it was just like a bit too late because of the Stoneforge Mystic.
Yeah, he needed a turn 1 or a turn 2 Blood Moon.
Yeah, exactly. And now that Eric has found his basic plains, he'll have access to Swords to Plowshare, he'll have access to, another Stoneforge Mystic he might draw, Lingering Souls.
Yeah, Jack Kitchen drawing pretty slim here.
Alright, so Phyrexian Revoker just chump blocks.
Yeah.
Just to stop Eric from, drawing another card and saving some damage. Because the Revoker would have died anyway. So Jack just draws a basic mountain, so he's going to flashback this Faithless Looting. You can't see it, slightly off screen, but that's why he's drawing 2 cards.
What Jack is digging for right here, he has 1 Manic Vandal on the sideboard, but more likely he's drawing to the 3 Ensnaring Bridge.
Yep.
Not sure if he sided him in, but if he did, that's what he's looking for.
Alright, and Jack just will take 5 more damage.
Yep, time's running out for him. He's down to 7.
Yeah, just about 2 turns left. Eric will draw another card from the trigger. I think maybe there's a conflict. Did he forget the trigger, or? Yeah, I think that must be what it is.
Yeah, I don't think he did though, because they haven't gone to the second main or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they haven't gone to the second main phase. So.
Yeah, basically the way that these new triggers work, as long as nothing has happened with a trigger like this, it's still assumed to be on the stack.
Sure. I mean, you could write down the life total, and then you can say it afterwards.
Exactly.
Because the Sword of Fire Ice has to exactly deal damage first. All right, so Eric says, hey, I want to draw a card. And Judge says, okay. Oh, and he draws a Force of Will, but no other blue card in his hand. So his hand is like 4 lands, Swords to Plowshare, and a Force of Will.
Yep, but he has a basic island and a basic plains, so Force of Will is only 1 more island away from being online.
Exactly. Oh, okay, it was actually a life total confusion.
Okay.
And now Jack just got up and said, hey, I'm not playing this game anymore, I'm leaving. Maybe to go to the bathroom, maybe to ask a rules question, I'm not too sure.
When you rage quit a game like this, it's just polite to flip the table before you do it.
No, we don't want none of that.
Oh, AJ Soccer style.
All right, he wanted to ask a rules question away from the table. All right, so now he's back. He'll untap, and he'll draw...
An Ancient Tomb, it looked like.
Ancient Tomb, not really going to help here. It does give him the 4th mana. So I mean, it might help. We'll see what happens.
I think I did see a Painter in his hand, but...
He would be 1 mana off unless he has a Simian Spirit Guide.
Yeah. Eric Pigeon has the Force.
Yeah.
Or rather, has the swords.
Yeah, the swords, yeah. All right.
Oh, wow. What a play by Jack. Jack names red or blue.
Yeah, so give it protection.
So it falls off.
Yeah, I think that was the question probably.
Right.
He must have named blue. because he has the Pyroblast, so he
Yeah.
wants to be able to Pyroblast like a Swords to Plowshare, for example.
The only reason he might not name blue is if he wants to avoid any more Force of Wills.
Ooh, yeah, that's true.
So that's one option, but the fact that Eric didn't counter that painter means that he probably doesn't have a Force of Will.
Well, it doesn't have a Force Will and a blue card. Yeah, this is kind of interesting here. But I think blue's probably right. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
How many main deck blasts does he have?
Main deck
6 of them.
6, yeah.
And then afterboard he gets 7, or no, still 6. So
Still 6. Okay.
You have to name blue there.
All right. So Painter Servant, 2 mana, 1/3. When it comes into play, all cards that aren't in play, spells and permanents, are the chosen color in addition to their own colors.
So even a card in your hand is now blue.
Exactly. So Jack's thinking, what can I do here?
Yeah, can't really do much. The game that was looking like a win for
All right,
him.
I wanted you to go for it, but obviously Eric has the answer, and I think Jack knows he has the answer.
Right.
There's a Source to Plowshare in response. Ooh,
Oh,
there's the Pyroblast.
The Pyroblast.
But Eric has a Force of Will.
No blue card.
But the land.
Oh, okay, there we go,
Yeah.
there we go. It makes the lands too, of course.
Yeah. All right, so now the Grindstone's going to resolve. Maybe Jack can get really, really lucky with his Grindstone. There's an island. There's a Thoughtseize.
Okay, Jack has one more turn though. He's not dead yet.
Like, I mean, he definitely has more than one turn. He's only going to deal 1 damage with a Stoneforge Mystic.
Well, now that the painter's no longer in play, he gets
it's still 2 turns now.
still 2 turns. Yeah, he
okay,
gets one more draw phase.
One more draw phase. So here he's going to deal 5, and the next turn he dies. So essentially 1 turn. Yeah.
So Jack Kitchen down to 3. Ooh, engineered explosions. That should put it away. And EE on 1 should lock Jack out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he just wants to drop this EE right now, just for 1.
Yep, so paying 1 red. Engineered.
All right, so this is the last turn for Jack, most likely. Unless he ends up drawing another Painter Servant or something else to deal with that Stoneforge Mystic or that sword.
Right. So EE is going to blow it up right now, and Jack is almost out of options here.
And that's game.
There it is.
Okay, so a little back and forth there, and Eric ends up winning the match 2-0.
Yep, congratulations, Eric Pigeon. I believe these players were X and O.
Yeah, I think they were X and O.
So Eric moves on to 5-0. Jack drops to 4-1. Both still alive in this tournament, though.
All right, so that was definitely a exciting game, back and forth game.
Yeah,
a rules
thought
question
Jack
was in there as well. So.